And now, live from the studios of WHUC, this is Real Talk, where we get you something to talk about.
Good afternoon and welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Christopher Farrish, and today we have the Automotive Technology Instructor and Curriculum Director, Mr. Eddie Perry. How you doing, Mr. Perry?
Doing great. How are you?
All right. So I understand that you and your department are joining with Jackson State University on a special project, the Battery Workforce Challenge.
Correct.
So could you tell us, for those of you who don't know, what that is?
Well, the Battery Workforce Challenge, this is, we have 12 schools across the United States and also in Canada that have been chosen to work on this project. And Jackson State being the only university that's HBCU on this team. And also we are the only HBCU that's chosen on this team, and we're the only team chosen in the state of Mississippi.
Yes, sir. So I looked at the list. Like, I saw some schools in California,
Right.
Colorado, Nevada, Ohio
State.
and like you said, even Canada. So how does it feel with all those schools across America and even in some other country? How does it feel being chosen for a challenge like this?
Actually, it's humbling. I'm always out there looking for opportunities for my student. When I'm at the ASE conference, anytime I'm out training, I'm looking for opportunity for my student. But like I said, it's a privilege, it's an honor to represent the state of Mississippi and also to represent Hinds, and just to give our students a national opportunity to put them on a national stage. It's just a humbling experience for all of us.
So as far as the Battery Workforce Challenge goes, what is the task you guys have?
Yeah, what we do as a vocational school, our job is to design the battery, to make the adjustments. Actually, when I first heard about the competition, I was like, a battery, that's small in our field. But when you think of an electric vehicle, that's the whole brain of the electric vehicle, because there are modules on this vehicle. We got to design the modules. We got to make sure this battery lasts longer than they lasting now. And as a community college, we're gonna design even the cooling system for a battery. Your cars you drive in now, they have cooling system for the engines. We're gonna have to actually design a cooling system for the battery.
So what would you say is the lifespan of a normal car battery versus one for an electric car?
Your cars today, they have like a 3-year lifespan. These vehicles have anywhere from 15, 20 years lifespan. So
how long does it take to build a battery like that, let alone multiple? Actually,
this is the first time. They have batteries already built. Actually, what I mean by building the battery, we're gonna take the designs they already have, and we're gonna use that design, and hopefully we can tweak the battery a little bit, put cooling cells on the battery to make it last longer, and also make the lifespan longer. Not only just to charge the battery, but also to make it last longer. Period.
So with this being the first time, and that doesn't sound like a small task.
It's not.
So how long would you say this would take?
It's a 3-year project we're working on. And so we have to go back in May to report so they can see where we're at. And that's what they call a challenge. Each team is going to get scored and going to get graded. And so it's a competition of these 12 teams engineering this battery. Even though we have a 3-year competition, we're going to try to do as much as we can in this first year.
So what do you think that this competition could do for your program and your students?
Oh, great things. For one thing, it'll put Hinds Automotive program on a national scale. Also, our students will be the first ones that will be interviewed for these jobs. And not just technicians, but they'll be interviewed for engineers. So these are the positions. There's a plant opening up in North Mississippi that my students have they'll be the first one to be interviewed for this job. So great opportunity. Also, they'll be able to interview with Argonne, which is the company that designed these batteries.
Well, as you can see, viewers, we have some Hinds students really trying to put us on the map. We're really enjoying Mr. Perry giving us his time so far. We'll be right back after this break.
Real Talk will be right back after this.
Greetings, wonderful students of Hinds Community College, Utica campus. I'm Delisha Banks, a proud multimedia journalist and reporter here at WJTV 12 News. The Radio and Television Production Broadcasting Technology program at Hinds in Utica has prepared me for such a time as this. It's why I'm able to stand here today and talk to you. So if you would like to be like me someday, reporting the news and being a voice for the voiceless, make the right decision and choose Hinds in Utica and choose the Radio and Television Production and Broadcasting Technology program.
And now, Real Talk continues.
Welcome back to Real Talk. For those of you just joining us, we have the automotive instructor, Mr. Perry, here. So, Mr. Perry, from what I understand, Hinds wasn't just chosen randomly for this challenge. So what all went into the process to getting into this competition?
Actually, to be honest with you, I have to go back to 2015 because we built a relationship with Jackson State. They School of Engineering back in 2015. I was taking an electric vehicle in a hybrid class that Wayne State was putting on at Jackson State. A couple other instructors were there, like Mr. Collins, who teach electronics here, and also our VP was in that class. He was teaching STEM at the time, and so I just kept a close relationship with Dr. Edgewala, who's the center director. And over those years, we've been keeping in close contact. Also, we took some more workshops over there at Jackson State. And it must have been 100 teachers that was taking that class with myself. But he just saw something in us and heard about our program because, you know, our program now is nationally certified. And so he was just interested in partnering with us because of the good things that we are doing here at Hinds Utica.
Yes, sir. So I've been inside you guys' shop. It's very extensive. So is there some new equipment coming with this challenge?
It's this new equipment, and that's what, actually that's what I've decided to do when I came down here in 2012. And I looked at the program. I knew we needed to improve the program. And so at that time, the dean was Dr. Killingworth. And I asked Dr. Killingworth to upgrade our program. He said, well, what's your plan? And so I told him my plan was to nationally certify the program. And that's what the national certification do for us. It give us leverage to get new equipment and also for the school to invest in us. And actually Hinds saw what we was doing, and so that's why they invested in us. We got all kind of new equipment, state-of-the-art alignment machine, engine performance scanners, AC machines. When you come in there, you know it's state-of-the-art paint that we put down, and even the lights. I mean, we have really stepped the program up.
Yes, sir. So if you guys do exactly how you plan to do, everything goes great. What is your vision after this competition?
Yeah, well, my vision is to continue to educate these students and train them on train them for the industry. And you can't train them on the industry unless you got new equipment. And hopefully we'll get a new electric vehicle on site here at Hinds. Actually, at Jackson State, well, I said Jackson State, but the team, because we're a team with Jackson State, we already been given ProMaster Dodge Ram van. That's electric vehicle. So hopefully we'll get ours on site.
All right. Well, Mr. Perry, we really appreciate you coming out and telling us about all this. When we come back, we'll be talking to 2 Hinds Automotive students and about the program. Stay with us.
Real Talk will be right back after this.
Hi, I'm Jacob Schroeder, a proud graduate of the radio, television production, and broadcasting program at Hinds Community College in Utica. After graduating from that program, I had the opportunity to land my dream job in my career at Twin States News Television here in Meridian. Long story short, if you want a career like mine and enjoy telling stories that your community will care about, go to an award-winning program, the radio, television production, and broadcasting program at Hinds Community College in Utica, and you can be just like me on TV. I'm Jacob Schroeder.
And now, Real Talk continues.
Welcome back to Real Talk. Joining us now are 2 Hinds Utica Automotive students, Javon Rayleigh and Malachi Reed. How you guys doing?
Good. How you doing?
All right, so we've heard Mr. Perry be proud and boast about this challenge, but how do you guys feel? Are you excited? Are you nervous?
We're very excited to have the opportunity.
Outstanding. Feel good.
Y'all sound confident. I would be nervous. all these other schools in America and like even Canada, that's a really big deal.
Yeah.
So how have you guys been preparing for this?
Well, just having a great teacher like Mr. Perry, who's just been making sure that we're preparing the right way, making sure we're studying, getting hands-on experience, it's giving us the confidence, like you said. We're feeling real good.
So what fields do you guys want to pursue after Hinds?
After Hinds, anything in the automotive field, whether it be
Really like
accounting,
straight
working
diving out
on
there.
vehicles, anything dealing with a vehicle. And just the love for cars is just amazing. You know, the inner workings of them, outer workings of them, just great feeling.
I can definitely say, like, even with what we're doing right now, the best work experiences, you know, and learning is doing it yourself and being so hands-on. So how does it feel being in a program like you guys are in, where you guys are so hands-on, actually able to tweak things yourself versus just having your head in the book all day?
Great.
It's a great feeling. It's a really great feeling.
Yeah, it really seems to be that way. Like I said, not having your head in the book and being able to put your hands on things can make a big difference.
Oh, yeah.
So what would you say is your guys' biggest takeaway so far, especially starting this challenge?
Well, so far, I really wouldn't say we really have a big takeaway aside from it feels like you're working a real job. Like I said, you come in at 8 o'clock, you get straight to work. He opened the shop up, you know, I got some cars for y'all to do today. Like, that's how we start our morning off. And we'll probably leave, I'd say, around an hour or two after lunch. But that whole time we're working. So I'd probably say the big takeaway would be energy. Like, just really feeling like we're doing hands-on, like, the whole time.
Yeah, piggyback off of that. Like you said, energy. It's always great energy, but it's also different tasks every day we wake up.
Every day.
It's the different tasks, whether you're doing tire rotations, alignments, oil change, or, you know, just minor stuff, messing with fuse boxes, you know, diagnostics. It's always something different, something more exciting to learn that day.
So I have a personal question of mine, and Mr. Perry, you can attest to this as well. What would you say are the most essential things that people need to know about their cars?
Actually, what the individual needs to know is basic to us, but it's major. Because you need to know how to check your fluids. You need to know to check tire pressure. Those are minor, but those can turn into something big. You don't check the oil, you don't check the coolant, you can burn that engine up. It costs you a tremendous amount of money. Also, just, you know, servicing those things that you need. When you hear those little noises, you need to take care of that belt squeal or whatever. It can burn an alternator up like, you know, your student, you know, had an alternator burned up. You need to replace that alternator when you first hear it, you know.
I can definitely attest to that as well. I've seen my lights come on the dashboard and tried to ignore it and things like that. But At least I know now. I want to thank all of you guys for joining us today. We wish you great luck on your challenge. And this has been Real Talk. I've been your host, Christopher Farrish. We've had Mr. Eddie Perry, Malachi Reed, and Trevon Rayleigh. Thank you for joining us.